The Welsh Half-Bred Sheep Breeders Society was founded some 40 years ago to promote and market a new breed of sheep, the Welsh Half-Bred ewe. This sheep was bred to produce the ideal finished lamb for the meat trade. To achieve this, two established native breeds were chosen, the Border Leicester as the sire for its size and conformation, the Welsh Mountain ewe as the dam for her excellent mothering instincts, good milk supply, and ability to make full use of whatever grazing is available. The result is the Welsh Half-Bred ewe, which has the combined characteristics of both breeds. She is an excellent mother capable of producing a good crop of lambs, has an ample milk supply, and the ideal ewe for crossing with virtually any terminal sire. As a family, we've been members of the society for close on 40 years and have been producing Welsh Half-Breds here at Brindee for all that period of time, and we're still producing Half-Breds, and we sold this year at Built Wells.
Another Mid-Wales farmer who has been associated with the Half-Bred Society for many years is Mr. Alan Bennett, who farms along with his family at Bronnereville and Halfbreds near Llandewi.
The Bennett family has been on these two farms now for 80 years, Bronnereville and Halfbreds. We produced ewes for selling, mainly yearling ewes, all that time. I changed to Welsh Halfbreds in the middle 60s because I thought they were made that little bit more. In fact, the first year that I sold some, they made 4 pounds per ewe more than the traditional ones we were producing. The Welsh ewe suits us very well here because it's high, and by using the old Border Leicester on her, we produce this what I call a very, very good and sound ewe for the lowland farms. But then, of course, by selling 200 at the first sale at Bilth, you have to have a few extra, and we got to keep in a small flock of about 150 spares, or call them what you like. And indeed, those are done very well in this Upland Arsh countryside that we live in here, producing somewhere in the region of 175 to 80% per year of very good butcher's lambs, mainly Suffolk cross, but now we've introduced a Texel, and we find that a very, very good cross and very much wanted or sought after by the butchers.
The Kinsey family at the Box Farm 100 House has been producing Half-Breds for many years. Mr. Kinsey Sr. started with the breed, and now his son John has taken over. Their ewes are thought to be some of the best, and buyers come from all over the country to try and purchase some.
I've been breeding Welsh Half-Breds now for 25 years at Box Farm here. They seem to suit the place. We keep 600 Welsh ewes to breed them. We sell about 220 or 30 ewes in Bilth, and the rest are sold to the second sales, the ewe lambs, 100 ewe lambs. We get buyers seem to be coming back for them for 10 or 12 years. We get regular buyers. They seem to like our type of sheep.
Each year, the Welsh Half-Bred Sheep Breeders Association holds 3 official sales towards the end of August and the beginning of September. The first one takes place on the Royal Welsh Showground, and to tell us a little bit more about these sales, we meet one of the founder members of the society, Mr. Francis Morris.
We organised the first sale, the first official sale at Built Wells 40 years ago. This is the 40th sale. And from then we've started 2 more sales, one at North Wales and one at Mid Wales, a Welsh pool. And now we've got 3 annual sales apart from some subsidiary sales.
At these sales, all the sheep are inspected by a panel of inspectors prior to going through the sale ring, and any animal not meeting the required high standard is rejected and not allowed to be sold. Bearing this in mind, that only the best sheep can be found at these official sales, buyers can come along and bid with confidence. It is not surprising that many return year after year.
So I've had the Half-Bred for 36 years, and they've always suited us well. They're good milking ewes, and they keep the south tidy, and they last, and they don't go ragged too quick. I've been very pleased with them, and this year we crossed some to a Bershon Tup, although I'm a Suffolk man myself, and I have been pleased with the lambs by the Bershon, 8 of them, as well as the Suffolk. But with this sale, if you don't buy them today, well, when are you going to get them?
That's right.
So that's why I'll try and buy some today.
Mr. Radcliffe from Glamorgan has also been buying half-breds for many years.
My father came here about 35 years ago, started buying the Welsh half-breds, and we find they were suiting our conditions, which we can be very dry in the summer. We find they were living on very little food, and very hardy, and producing a good early fat lamb. Which generally speaking, we find them as good as anything we've ever had. They produce a lot of good wool, and we get a very good couple of lambs with them. We've too many triplets on times, and they definitely suit our area.
Mr. Rowe from Haverfordwest is a new buyer.
This is the second year I've come up to buy half-breds. I bought 200 this year and around about 200 last year. I felt that previously in my flock I was getting too many losses, post-lambing losses, and too many ewes culled at the end of the day. The half-bred has improved that situation. I get less udder trouble. I can keep more to the acre. The lambs, although I get slightly less lamb per ewe, I can finish them well. They finish fairly quickly off grass onto a Suffolk tup, and I'm very, very pleased with them.
Sir John Cottrell has been buying half-bred ewes at Bilf for many years. To find out what he and his son Harry thought of them, I visited them at home on the Garnons estate in Herefordshire.
Well, we've been buying them for over 30 years. I first bought some in 1963 at Bilf, bought about 100 then. And we bought some, I think, every year ever since. And recently we've been buying about 300 a year at Bilf. And I must say I'm very happy with them.
Now we lamb 3 flocks. We lamb an early flock at Christmas, which we sell into the Easter market. Then we lamb 2 main flocks indoors on the 1st of March and the 1st of April.
And they're good mothers too. There's no doubt about that. And they've lambed out with plenty of milk. It gives the lambs a really good start in life.
Yes. We can get them out pretty quickly from the buildings, and they seem to push on pretty quick, particularly the singles. We can get the first singles away in early May.
Yeah, about 12 weeks old and weighing about 30 to 35 kilos, which seems to be the right weight at that time. Yeah. We've been using Texels and Suffolks recently, and they seem to be both produce the ideal cross, because on the whole we seem to be near the top of the market every time we sell them.